Says, please talk about reheating pre-cooked, chilled, sous vide foods. That's a great question. A lot of people ask about that. Sous vide's really good for meal planning. You can cook a large amount ahead of time, chill it in an ice bath or cold water, throw it in the fridge, and then reheat it throughout the week as you're ready to eat. The If you're doing something more fancy or upscale, like prime rib or something for a nice dinner, I recommend reheating in the sous vide bath at the temperature or below where you originally cooked it at. It's a really easy way to do it. You only have to heat it through. So if you're doing say you're doing a chuck roast or a chuck steak, it takes 36 hours to cook it. But if you've then chilled it and put it in the fridge, it's only going to take an hour or two to reheat. We have some time and temperature charts that I'll paste below that are all about heating and cooking by thickness. And our sous vide timing ruler does this as well. That you just look up how thick it is. Like a 2-inch steak, it normally takes an hour and a half, I think, 2 hours to reheat all the way through. And that's the way to not lose any quality when you're reheating. If it's a less fancy meal or if it's in something else, you can reheat it in whatever you're cooking. Um, I did some pork shoulder, shredded pork shoulder, to go in a tortilla soup. And instead of reheating it in the sous vide machine, I threw it in the soup when the soup was about ready and just long enough for it to reheat and pulled it off. And I've done that with curries and lots of other my tikka masala, things like that, that you can throw it in the sauce and it's going to reheat in the sauce as long as you don't have it in there, the 45 minutes that the sauce is cooking, because you don't want to overcook your food, but just long enough for it to come back to temperature. So that's how I normally approach it.